The following is a presentation of the Noise Space Network. Find more great podcasts at noisespace.xyz. We begin in Southern California 3 decades ago. 2 red souls were brought to this earth, separated by just a scant few miles and unbeknownst to each other. The fates kept them separate as they grew from brash whelps into homosexual young women with hard opinions about cheaply made processed foods. One of them, a black-clad warrior, fighting for metals heavy and corn syrups high fructose. The other, a living embodiment of no-calorie soda, literally begging the gods to strike her down where she stands, or at least strike her with a cease and desist order. Now, the world has united these two to clash over their cheap foodstuffs, and we meet them here, the battlefield, where they are destined for eternal combat. Ladies and ghouls, it is my pleasure to welcome you to Jarett Coke and Lilith's House of Snacks.
Jarett Coke.
And I'm Lilith. And this is our House of Snacks. Sorry about that. Sorry about it. You know.
Up on the other end of the music that time.
Perhaps it's because so fucking early today.
It is
We're recording
early.
At an hour that I don't think we've recorded this early before.
I can't say that we have. Off the top of the dome, as they say. I cannot recall another time in which we recorded at this hour.
Like, we're starting to get to a point, and I mean...
Sorry,
I think I reached
Christmas is making biscuits on my leg. If you heard any periodic
that's fine.
ows, that's what that is.
We've been going for a little while. We've both now experienced the experience of suggesting a snack and being reminded by the other person that we've already done that snack.
Yep, we sure have.
We reached 150 episodes. A couple weeks back.
Ago, even, yeah.
2 episodes ago, yeah.
152 is the real shit, though. That's the real benchmark.
That's what everybody always says is, the real podcasts, they never reach 152.
That's correct.
Are
you getting at that our snack today, like, maybe strains the definition of a snack? Is that what you're getting at here?
No. I mean... it does a little bit, maybe. That's not what I was. Okay. I was about to ask you how many games are in an MLB season.
Oh, what is it?
It's 160.
Yeah, is it 162? Is it clean like that? I thought it ended in a little a number. There's no word I can think of besides a number there, but a number that's not 0.
162 games.
It is 162. I should have answered with confidence. I would have looked like the cool jock.
Yeah. That's what we got to reach. We have to record as many podcasts as any given MLB team records.
Yep,
plays.
People don't know this, but MLB teams actually, it's an obscure part of the league rules that they have to record a podcast for every game.
Yeah, and it's not a podcast that you get to listen to, so don't try looking to verify this. But
it's circulated amongst the team, but they made it, so like they're not listening to it. Probably it's kind of just sitting on a server there for proof that it happened. You can't let the other teams listen to it because there might be secrets. But there's 10 years later, the other teams are allowed to listen to it.
Yes, this is true. And then 50 years after that is when they get released to us. And of course, podcasts weren't a thing until I think this rule got introduced in 2007.
Well,
so
podcasts weren't a thing for the general public, but what we now know is that the MLB invented podcasting in like the 30s, and they gave the technology. They eventually gave the technology to the public.
I established the rule that they don't get released to the general public for 50 years, which is why none of us have ever heard them. And then you came in and just stomp.
Listen,
No.
As we all know, it's because those they had podcasts, but the technology was different, so that they were too degraded to be released. So the 50-year rule hasn't actually covered any podcasts that are still listenable yet. This is all very normal and not complicated.
Well, you know what I'm really looking forward to is the like 2021 2022 seasons of the Los Angeles Angels podcast, where we get to hear Shohei Ohtani talk really confidently about how big crypto and FTX specifically is going to be.
Okay. As a Dodgers fan, I'm not going to say anything about Shohei right now. But, yeah.
Oh, boy.
To be fair, was that Shohei or was that Ippei who allegedly was essentially doing everything for him at that point in his life?
I don't fucking know. It didn't seem like he had his whole heart in those FTX ads. I'm not gonna, and plus the whole fucking league got taken by FTX. Every umpire was wearing an FTX jersey for like 2 years.
True.
That is so funny to look back on.
Yeah, it is really crazy to think like how pervasive crypto was at its height. From now, the Matt Damon movie theater crypto ads.
Oh my god!
Lest we forget,
and lest we fucking forget, this is not a fucking like, oh, we all got taken by that one. Some of us were talking shit the whole fucking time. Okay,
House of Snacks, clean record on NFTs.
Yes. The Snack Keeper, maybe not. Keeper did.
Snack Keeper might have. There might be some Snack Keeper NFTs out there that Snack Keeper 1 created.
Yeah. Listen, not even our current Snack Keeper co-signs the actions of Snack Keeper 1.
Snack Keeper 1 was a different beast in a lot of ways.
A different beast entirely. Yes.
We're feeling, as we all know, episode 152 is a landmark, which is clearly why we're feeling so nostalgic today.
Hey, Emily.
Yeah, what's up? My name's Diet Coke.
Hey,
for
Coke.
Now.
I didn't hit the record button.
No!
We have Craig. It's fine. We have Craig. Anyway, Now I am recording.
Now we are recording.
Now I am.
I'm Diet Coke. You're Lilith. This is our House of Snacks.
This is our House of Snacks.
Craig
you already heard.
In case Craig failed, this is like the second. Like we keep all that, and it's good. But this is also sometimes you start twice. We've all done it.
Sometimes you start twice. Sometimes
you repilot in the middle of the intro.
Yeah. Boy, the Snack Vigilante kind of changes tenor.
Well, yeah,
I hadn't really thought about that until now.
The Snack Vigilante kind of got showed up a little bit by
a little bit.
No, I can't speak for any theoretical Snack Vigilantes, but if I were her, I might feel like a real asshole right now. Doing vigilante shit for the snack industry. When parody, not my real feelings, whatever, who can say someone out there is doing real good work.
Tell you something, this had no, because have those episodes even gone up yet?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. And so now
it's going to look like
oh my god,
doing some kind of weird tie-in.
Shit. Oh, no. Well, didn't really realize how topical that would be.
Yeah, we sure didn't, did we?
Oh, fuck!
Now, should we add some kind of disclaimer, or should we just let the listeners
the following episode was recorded
until they get to now and they can hear the truth?
Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh,
I can't imagine. Let me imagine a second. Let's listen. Listen. We're not wrestling. We can, as a treat, we can break kayfabe a little bit. You know? Yep. But I'm imagining the listener hearing our first Snack Vigilante segment, knowing generally our politics on this show, and thinking what are they doing? Are they saying that guy ain't shit? Are they saying he is? What does this mean that they're doing this right now? Little do they know, it means we recorded in advance.
Oh God, no! I think I am gonna have to add the following episode was recorded, and we'll just whatever date it was. Yeah, we don't have a new Snack Vigilante story. If it had occurred to us to wait, no, I shouldn't.
What's up?
Snack Vigilante's been quiet this week. I guess is what we're saying.
Snack Vigilante has been quiet. Just been
Snack Vigilante saw something happen and maybe decided that to let somebody else be in the spotlight for a little while.
Yeah. Snack Vigilante is maybe listening and learning and seeing how their game can be improved, perhaps.
Hey, game recognized game, maybe taking some notes.
Yeah. Monopoly money. Oh, interesting. This is gonna be truly. If someone discovers House of Snacks in a few years and it doesn't, it could be hard to place. You don't know. You don't have a date on a podcast. You don't know. This is maybe just gonna be unintelligible to them.
Yeah, because we are kind of dancing around what we're talking about, but I feel like yeah. Sorry. I don't know what to say right now because it really didn't occur to me. Any of this didn't occur to me until I said, "Hey, the Snack Vigilante stuff comes off a little weird right now, huh?" It left my mind all week.
Same. We gave into astonishment, as they say over at Waypoint Radio.
Should we just hit
Let's
a snack
just hit
description?
That snack description. I'm gonna go pour myself a cup of snack. Hi, Trader Joe's fans. This is Trader Josephine here to tell you about Trader Joe's naturally flavored cinnamon spiced coffee. This ground coffee blended with cinnamon was actually inspired by a diary entry from my great-grandfather, Trader Josiah. Let's hear that now. Excerpt from the diary of Josiah Chorlton, January 2nd, 1896. I'm afeard my journey through Iceland has taken a turn for the worse. Had I anticipated the fury of her snowstorms, or the treachery of her many icy fjords, I may have forgone this expedition and sought comfort in the wifely bosom of my beloved Catherine. Yesterday I thought myself dead, and so climbed into a small hovel, assuming the fetal position, in eager anticipation of my birth into that world that comes after ours. It was not death that found me, but a large man with a big white beard and a cloak as red as pulsing magma. He was big beyond the capability of words, so that to be near him was to feel the warm embrace of a father keeping you safe in his arms, mixed simultaneously with the electrifying and erotic tingling of fear that his ogre thighs could crush your head as easily as one might obliterate a grape between the palm of one's hands. He called me dog and assured me that if I was a good boy, and I stayed in my kennel until after the storm he would keep me and care well for me. True to his word, he brought me to a cage lavishly stocked with furs near a roaring fireplace. In the morning, he poured me a cup of coffee and began to touch himself as wives sometimes touch husbands. He told me that he was to deposit his product in the coffee, and I was to drink it. I know in my heart and in my soul I am a good Christian man who loves his wife Catherine. But in this moment something that felt like greedy, desperate desire, but which I must believe was simple survival instinct took over me. In this moment, I was his dog. I happily swallowed his potent brew and discovered that there was something in his character that tasted of cinnamon, and it mixed with the coffee exquisitely. Well, that was certainly a colorful story. We're back. We got coffee.
We got
black coffee.
We got
just like Dale Cooper would love.
Our
old friend.
No, I don't.
Friend in quotes.
An interesting thing about me is that I've kind of adopted coffee really in the last year or so. I think longtime listeners of the show will know that I have talked about how I used to be just a dooski in the morning kind of girl. That has changed. I drink coffee in the morning almost every day.
I'm always going back and forth. I go through different phases. I often have. We're both we're both women of ADHD experience.
This is true.
Coffee can affect #girls like us differently sometimes.
Yes.
Has that been your experience as well?
If what you're referring to is that I am essentially using this as over-the-counter medication because stimulants don't do well with me, yes.
Well, I was just thinking,
and it pretty much works.
Unless I'm on my ADHD meds, there's it's like a 50-50 chance is coffee going to actually give me energy, or am I just going to crash immediately and get sleepy, which I understand can be common to other people.
Yeah. I mean, coffee actually gives me energy. But it does generally there's it just kind of drives in my focus for the most part on the way up that energy ladder. Sure.
Now we're both drinking this black, as I said. That's kind of a new development for me. I've been a black coffee drinker in the past. Like my coffee drinking habits in general, that too changes. Recently, I've discovered that I really like pairing black coffee with a very spicy situation.
Interesting.
Can't recommend that more if you got the taste for spice. If you're like young Paul Atreides out there and you got the taste for spice. How many Kyle MacLachlan characters do you think I can reference in this segment?
Diet Coke, can you say Paul Atreides weirder this time?
What do you mean?
You said Paul Atreides.
I said Paul Atreides. Isn't there an extra syllable in there?
Maybe there is. I don't know.
Neither of us are real Dune heads.
No.
I think it's Paul
I've been meaning to watch
the That's always what I thought it was, but maybe I'm wrong.
I've been meaning to get around to watching the Denis Villeneuve movies and haven't done it yet.
I don't really get the hype, if I'm being honest.
I mean, I like Denis Villeneuve, so
I've enjoyed his work in the past. It's true. I just think Dune and Dunk 2 are both kind of mid-ish. I mean, they're good. They're fine. I don't dislike them. I don't know. I'm a Timothée Chalamet denier.
So here's, it feels like we're dancing around drinking. I really want to.
I've taken a sip. I just wasn't sure it was going to burn my tongue.
Have.
So I was stalling out of fear.
Ooh.
It's not bad.
Not bad.
I'll tell you what you do if you really want to
actually quite
blast your tongue. Is you get yourself a cup of black coffee. You go to your local donut establishment. You can get the coffee there, or you can make it at home. But don't make it at home and then bring it to the donut establishment. If you're gonna make it at home, bring the donut establishment stuff home to you. This explanation is exactly. I'm Kathy now. Exactly as long as it needs to be. Here's what you do: you get yourself a ham and cheese and jalapeno croissant. and then you douse that son of a bitch with hot sauce as well. You bite a hole in it and just really throw in some extra heat in the hole. You know me. You know I love throwing heat in the hole.
Oh God. Good Lord.
And then you mix that with some black coffee. Whoo! You're gonna have a great time.
Okay, sure. Generally, my move with coffee is to put some sugar in it. I don't really do creamer, but a little bit of sugar just kind of brings out the taste a little bit more.
Sure.
I feel like that would go great with this.
This is a solid coffee. I do usually prefer a lighter roast. I will be honest. This is a medium roast.
Yes, me too.
To go into, you know what's fucked up about this is that when I worked at Starbucks, doing coffee tastings like this was quite literally part of my job. They didn't do it super often, but they were supposed to do it like once a month. But they did it like once every 6 months. But I'm trying not to go into Starbucks barista coffee tasting mode. And answer this as a snacks podcaster, which I feel is more honest.
Right. And because as we all know, Starbucks baristas are trained to lie to you.
That's true. Secrets revealed. I was on the inside, and I'm here to bring the secrets to you. They train us to lie to you.
Yes.
I can't say that. There's too many. I have too many comrades still under the thumb of the buck, and they don't. But a lot of customers act like they do, and it really is a problem as a Starbucks barista.
That's fair. I just know that that's a lot of wasted a lot of my life that was wasted because Starbucks barista told me that my idea for the next great American novel was really cool and she'd want to know more about it. So
what is this? Sorry for abandoning the bit. I got too scared.
You got scared.
I got too scared. It's like, why?
That's one of those things that they teach you in improv classes. Is don't get scared.
Yeah, don't get scared. I was like, why is my best friend suddenly an unlikable protagonist in an Alexander Payne movie? What's happening? What's happened to my friend?
Hey.
Sorry.
They actually will sell you. It's a line of Del Close blankets that to keep you from getting too scared.
Yeah.
It's okay. She's not really that. It's just a scene.
It's just improv.
It's just improv. It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay, I'm calmed down.
That's what most improv classes are. It's just people yelling.
Okay,
it's fine. It's not really happening.
I will say I'm not. Maybe sometimes with flavored coffees like this, you get a little more of the flavor element when you do add a creamer in a weird way.
Yeah.
The creamer perhaps acts as a sort of canvas for the flavor to be painted upon.
Because I think a lot of times the flavor of a coffee, it can be overpowered by the coffee unless you do some kind of creamer, sugar, or whatever.
So I'm not getting much cinnamon from the black version, but it's still a solid coffee.
Should we? I have some creamer. Should we?
Oh, I have some creamer too. I could go drop some cream in this bitch.
What if we did that?
Yeah, I'll go do that right now.
Hello.
I've creamed in my coffee.
I've also creamed in my coffee.
And then I frothed it up with my product.
Oh, I kind of just poured some cream in there and just kind of stirred it in.
The IKEA thing that you go brrr and it froth your coffee?
I never used that.
What I'm talking about?
Hey. Wait, you hear the snack keeper downstairs go, yeah, I know that. That was not my snack keeper.
Yeah, I don't know who that was.
Jeff.
It's like a little
hey, it's me,
handle.
Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. You know about the coffee frother you get at IKEA?
About the coffee frother, that thing's great.
Thanks, Jeff. You're here every day. People don't realize that. You've just been sitting in that chair in the corner of this since episode 1.
I'm the House of Snacks IT guy.
That's right.
It's weird that I don't do that. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, it's weird.
Bye, Jeff.
Well, I mean, we both edit other podcasts, but we still hired Tony Cutts.
That's true. That's true.
Anyway, it's like a little handle with a switch. You turn it on, and it's got like a little metal stick almost with a circle at the end that spins very fast when you turn it on. And the name of the IKEA product is literally Product. It's Produkt.
Is that okay? So is that like if we can go back to an old episode of House of Snacks, not that old, but what Junie was talking about using to froth her cum?
Could be.
I believe she used a milk frother because it wasn't that much.
Yeah, sounds like a similar device.
Yes. Okay.
You can get them at other places besides IKEA. They have them at Daiso too, but I know the IKEA one works better than the Daiso one.
I just fucking poured Trader Joe's oat milk creamer with brown sugar and I just kind of stirred it with a spoon. I don't have a product. I'm sorry.
I was using the Aldi brand French vanilla, and I did have a product. Pretty solid. It's a good coffee. I do taste the cinnamon a little more as we prophesized.
Let me try that. Oh, now there we go.
Yeah.
Hey, now you're an all-star.
Get your game on.
Get
paid, which you
get
did.
Paid. Yeah, which yes, you did.
Because we bought
Trader
coffee.
Joe's. Yes. What's I've been meaning to ask you about this earlier in the episode, but we kind of got distracted. Do you have like a daily driver breakfast?
Oh, so yeah, I have a couple daily driver breakfasts. So if it's a weekday, I'm going to work. I'm pretty much either having a bagel with peanut butter. Hey, Christmas, stop. Or I'm having some Greek yogurt, as the Brits say, with a little high fiber cereal in there. Usually some kind of shredded mini wheat or maybe a Raisin Bran. If it's the weekend, as the Brits say,
yes,
and I'm looking to go all out a little bit. I've been making this scramble. I had a real, I think, fantastic idea for a scramble that has really worked out well. Now this is, the yogurt with the high fiber cereal. That's a pretty healthful breakfast in my opinion. That's me trying to keep it together. That's not going into the thinking on the weekend.
Yes.
So what I'll do is I'll cut up a bunch of Spam and cut up a bunch of bread.
Ooh.
And then bunch of butter in a pan. Fry them both up together. Put the Spam in first, then the bread a little after. Get that nice grill, the butter grill, like a grilled cheese, but with no cheese, and it's cut up in pieces.
Yep.
Then you add the egg. Then you add a ton of hot sauce. Then you add the cheese. Delightful.
That's good. That's good. I probably need to get a little bit of a both healthier and kind of more time efficient breakfast for my weekdays, but I've just been settling on I will wake up super fucking early so that I can cook myself a proper breakfast every day, because I am on a medication that will make me fucking yarts if I don't have a decent meal with it. So I do just kind of I have just kind of a breakfast sandwich that I make. Most days it's 2 eggs, a slice of cheese, usually like a pepper jack or something like that, between 2 slices of sourdough bread.
Hell yeah.
On the weekends I will throw a couple waffle fries in there as a treat.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. That was this morning.
That sounds great.
Yeah. Pretty good stuff.
Yeah, I'm going cheddar cheese in that scramble, but I think pepper jack could go quite nice in there as well.
I fucking love pepper jack.
It's
so good. All right. We haven't rated the the T. Joe's.
The T. Joe's cinnamon spiced coffee. We have not rated it yet. Did we
not
say
rated
that
it.
full name out loud at all yet?
I mean, that's what the fucking snack description's for, right?
That's true. That is very true.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a would not buy, just because they do have some other coffees that I like a little more.
Yes.
But it's a would drink.
Yeah, go ahead, please. Sorry.
No, that's it. I was saying because I was trying to think of another thing to say, and then there was nothing there.
So for me, there's a few factors that go into this being a would not buy. One, it's a medium roast. Two, it only comes in ground, which I understand is most flavored coffees. Right? Is that true?
That seems right to me. Feels right.
Yeah. And I like to grind my coffee.
You love to grind your beans. I'm always seeing you grind your beans.
It's fun for me. It's a sexual thrill. So this is gonna be a would not buy.
It costs money, and where is he getting the money from? I don't think so.
But it's good taste. I'm gonna enjoy having it around. It'll probably just be the coffee that I make for a few days, honestly. So it is a wood drink.
Got a good taste.
Yeah, I usually have my main weekday coffee, which is usually just we don't grind our own beans usually. We don't have time for that.
Well,
we got the big Costco tin for weekday coffee, and then we usually like to get like a slightly nicer Trader Joe's coffee for the weekend.
Okay, that's interesting.
And that's, I'm going to reach for one of the other Trader Joe's flavors for the weekend coffee. But I still like this one quite a bit.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's life. That's living. That's life a quarter mile in the fast lane. You know what I mean?
I don't think you should be drinking hot coffee when you're street racing, though. That seems dangerous.
I think that the Fast and Furious movies would have gone a lot better if everybody. Well,
they were constantly holding a coffee in their hand during the races.
Imagine, the scene in Furious 7. The coffee's still kicking in. The scene in Furious 7 where, the one where they're on like the bus that they rescued Ramsey from, and Brian is having to like do fucking acrobatics to escape the bus. How good would that be if he was just like balancing a fucking like a travel mug in his left hand for that entire scene? Just like any spare moment, he just takes a quick.
Yeah, that'd be good. I would have liked that.
He's got to have his Joe.
Yeah.
Sure, he's got to save the world, but he's got to have his Joe.
Well, because he's a dad now.
Yes, of course. This is It gets conferred to you via dadship. That's where it starts. So that's where which is weird because he didn't know that he was a dad yet. In that scene,
does he only find out in 7?
No. That's right. He already had the first kid before 7. That's right. I'm sorry. I'm losing my. That coffee's still kicking in. You know what I mean?
Still kicking in, yeah.
So he which would mean Dom's got coffee now.
Sure, yeah. only once they become dads do they have coffee.
Luke Hobbs has had coffee the entire time, if I'm not mistaken.
That's true. That means he has a kid out there somewhere.
Well, no, because he's had his kid in Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh, I don't honor Hobbs and Shaw.
I know you don't, but he does canonically have a kid who's like,
I forgot about that.
Like in like, the late single digits in that movie, which means he's had a kid this whole time.
That movie is a real normal point for The Rock and a real low point for Jason Statham and Idris Elba.
You're absolutely right. Oh my God. Idris Elba, it's a very low point for Idris Elba. It's below
average, but not unheard of point for Jason Statham.
Yeah. One of the worst fucking pieces of shit Idris Elba's ever been in.
I might say worst. I think it's worse than Cats. And I can't.
I haven't seen Cats, but that's
I'm I'm a Dark Tower defender. I mean, I like that movie semi-ironically. I think it is kind of a fun bad movie. People really don't remember the weird marketing campaign where Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey were just flirting with each other on Twitter for like 3 months.
I
remember.
I think I might not have been on Twitter at that time. Wow.
It was a fun time.
Uh-huh.
I can't think of anything worse than Hobbs and Shaw for him.
Yeah. It's a really bad movie. But it does canonically establish. Well, okay. His kid also shows up in Furious 7.
I was going to say, he probably shows up at some point and I forgot.
But yeah.
Sure. I said his kid. The Rock is still, as far as I know.
No. There was I misheard you. I thought you said
I might have also
he
said
shows up.
I might have said that.
Yeah. Anyway, the coffee's still kicking in, folks.
For both of us. There was a time in my life when I was, as a kid, I was very into The Rock, and I think it took some time for that luster to get worn off.
Yeah.
But I'm really at a point now where I have just kind of subtracted Hobbs from a lot of my Fast and the Furious memories, unfortunately.
That's fair. He is coming back.
He is, allegedly.
Allegedly? What do you mean allegedly? He showed up in the post-credit sequence in 10.
Yeah, fucking Eva Mendes showed up in the post-credit sequence in 5 or whatever. It didn't mean she came
in
back.
8. It was in 8. But that is fair. That is completely fair, and it just kind of went fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
But that still, though, it kind of seems like, I don't know. I think he's coming back.
I don't know. Did you see Vin Diesel's Thanksgiving update on Instagram?
Oh no! What has Vin up to?
Seems like we're looking at some bleak times for the Fast franchise, perhaps.
Oh no!
It was just there was a certain tone. It was just
we need to. I'm sorry, Daddy. We are out of the fucking cock cage. Okay, I'm seeing a Polygon article. Vin Diesel hints at conflict over Fast 10-2. I love that they're doing 10-2.
10-2, yeah.
That's beautiful. Let's open up this Instagram post. I am going to read it in its entirety. I got Universal in one ear saying we need Fast X2 by March 2026. By the way, the picture is of Vin and The Rock looking past each other on set of Fast 5. I have Comcast in the other ear saying we need 2 movies to be the finale. Then the writer on Fast 5 sent me this image and said we need to see Dom and Hobbs resolve their differences. I just want to get back to real street racing, practical stunts, and a reunion of that beautiful brotherhood. Happy Thanksgiving.
It seems like there's a strain there. It seems like there's an implication that he has at this moment not secured the Hobbs reunion.
Which is so weird.
Yeah.
So weird because
Christmas.
That's coming up too.
Christmas. Yeah, sorry, my cat. Christmas, for listeners who aren't aware that is my cat's name. Every time I just say Christmas out of context, it's because she's causing trouble. So that post looked at me as like, oh, he's scrambling, and I fear for what that might mean for Fast X2.
I'm worried. I'll say this: I hadn't seen it. And now I'm worried. Not having a follow-up to 2 seems...
Look at the era we're in. Companies love not making movies and not releasing movies.
Have you heard, and I'm sorry, Daddy, it just cages out the door. We have to do this right now.
In the cum snow.
Have you heard about the Toxic Avenger remake?
I have.
It just might not
come out because it's too disgusting. Which honestly is like the reason that's being given for it not coming out makes me want to see it all the more.
So bad.
Because I'm kind of thinking Toxic Avenger remake with Peter Dinklage, who's he'll do some weirder stuff sometimes, but is kind of like a mainstream movie star. I was kind of like, well, it's not going to be too weird and gross. There's going to be a limit on it. And now I hear that it is too gross to get sold. I'm more interested in that than ever.
Did you see stills of Elijah Wood in that movie?
I did not.
He looks like the most disgusting version. He looks like the fucking like the DeVito penguin in it.
Oh, let me see. I love when Elijah Wood freaks it up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he really does look like DeVito penguin.
Right. We need this movie. We fucking need this movie. Right. Well, we get the snack keeper in here.
Hello.
Hey.
How's it going?
Well, it was going pretty good. We were having some nice coffee, and then I started thinking about how badly I want to see the Toxic Avenger remake.
Oh, sure.
And also Fast and Furious X2 and a number of other. Listen,
yes, that seems to be a problem in the human dimension. The garbage realm. What did I call it last time?
Garbage realm, garbage dimension. Sounds
the garbage
right.
dimension. That was it. I haven't had my coffee yet.
Oh, do you want to try some of this?
Sure.
It's really oh God.
Oh, that's nice. That's a nice bit of coffee.
Folks at home, I know that you had to listen to that, and I'm sorry.
Got to.
But you at least didn't have to see it, and I did.
It's a beautiful sight.
And yeah, I am going to need a lot of wet naps now.
You know, snack keepers don't often sip in front of humans. It's actually a great honor that you are able to witness that, but whatever, you can be rude about it, I suppose.
Yeah. Do you want to just wrap up the...
Sure. Seems like we're all in a downer mood. Thinking of all the movies that won't come out.
Yeah, well.
Well, goodbye, ghosts and ghoulies. Oh, I'm scared Christmas. The House of Snacks is closed yet again. We'll snack you later.
For more from the House of Snacks, visit patreon.com/House of Snacks. That's patreon.com/House of SNAX.